Imagine a city so vast, so densely populated, that its dead became a problem. Not just a logistical one, but a crisis of space, sanitation, and dignity. This is London in the mid-19th century. But what if I told you there was a secret solution? A railway, built not for the living, but exclusively for the departed. A train line that ran for over a century, carrying coffins, mourners, and the weight of a city's grief to a final, distant resting place. This isn't a forgotten myth, but a chilling reality. The London Necropolis Railway, a ghost train operating in plain sight, whose story is far more haunting than any legend. But why was it built? And what dark secrets did it carry on its solemn journey? The crisis of the dead. Victorian London's overflowing graves. By the 1840s, Victorian London was bursting at the seams. Its population had exploded, and with it, the death rate. Churchyards, once serene final resting places, became grotesque, overflowing pits of disease and decay. Graves were dug and redug, sometimes multiple times a day, disturbing the peace of the dead and threatening the health of the living. Cholera outbreaks were rampant, and the stench of death hung heavy over the city. Something had to be done. The traditional burial grounds were full, and the thought of burying loved ones in such undignified conditions was unbearable. The solution, when it came, was audacious, unprecedented, and utterly macabre. A dedicated railway to transport the dead far away from the city's suffocating grasp. But how do you convince a deeply religious and superstitious populace to put their loved ones on a train to eternity? A railway for the departed, the birth of the Necropolis line. In 1854, the London Necropolis Company was formed with a radical vision to create the largest cemetery in the world, far outside the city, and connect it with a dedicated railway line. The Brookwood Cemetery, spanning over 2,000 acres in Surrey, was chosen. But the heart of this morbid enterprise lay in London itself, at a specially constructed station adjacent to the bustling Waterloo terminus. This wasn't just any station. It was designed with meticulous, almost chilling, attention to detail. Separate waiting rooms for first, second, and third-class mourners, each with its own entrance, ensuring that social distinctions were maintained even in death. Special carriages were built, not for passengers, but for coffins adorned with discreet elegance. It was a journey unlike any other, a final, silent procession through the English countryside. But what was it like to ride this train? And what happened to those who chose this unique path to the afterlife? The journey to Brookwood. Rituals, classes, and the unseen. The journey on the Necropolis Railway was a ritual in itself. From the moment the coffin arrived at the private station, every step was carefully orchestrated. First-class mourners enjoyed plush carriages, often with private compartments, while third-class passengers traveled in more basic, yet still respectful surroundings. The train would depart, often with multiple funeral parties on board, each in their designated carriages, making its slow, deliberate journey to Brookwood. Upon arrival, the coffins were transferred to horse-drawn hearses, and the mourners proceeded to their respective burial plots within the sprawling cemetery. Brookwood itself was a marvel, a tranquil landscape garden of remembrance, a stark contrast to the grim, overcrowded churchyards of London. It was a place of peace, but also a place of immense solitude. For over a century, this silent procession continued, day after day, year after year. But not every journey was without incident, and some of the stories whispered about the Necropolis Railway are far stranger than fiction. Whispers of the unseen, ghosts, accidents, and the unexplained. A railway dedicated to the dead, operating for over 100 years, was bound to accumulate its own share of spectral tales. Passengers and staff reported strange occurrences, the faint sound of weeping in empty carriages, the sensation of being watched, the fleeting glimpse of figures in Victorian attire disappearing into the mist. Were these merely the products of overactive imaginations, or did the spirits of the countless souls transported on this line linger? There were also the more tangible incidents, minor derailments, delays, and the occasional macabre mix-up of coffins, leading to frantic efforts to correct the errors before burial. Each incident, however small, added another layer to the railway's mystique. It was a line that blurred the boundaries between the living and the dead, a constant reminder of mortality and the secrets that travel with us to the grave. But the railway's ultimate demise was not due to ghosts or accidents. It was a far more destructive force that brought its solemn journey to an end. The end of the line: war, destruction, and forgetfulness. The London Necropolis Railway, having served its solemn purpose for nearly a century, met its tragic end not through obsolescence, but through the ravages of war. On the night of April the 16th, 1941, during the height of the London Blitz, a German bomb struck Waterloo Station, devastating the Necropolis platform and its adjacent buildings. The damage was so severe that the company decided not to rebuild. The era of the funeral train was over. The tracks were eventually removed, the station demolished, and the unique service faded into history, becoming little more than a footnote in London's vast, complex past. Today, only a few subtle clues remain. A plaque here, a strangely shaped building there, hinting at the railway that once carried London's dead to their final rest. But the story of this extraordinary line, and the lives it touched, continues to resonate. It's a testament to human ingenuity in the face of overwhelming tragedy, and a poignant reminder of how a city grapples with its own mortality. But what lessons can we draw from this forgotten railway? And what does it tell us about our own relationship with death? The legacy: mortality, memory, and the city's soul. The London Necropolis Railway is more than just a historical curiosity. It's a profound reflection of Victorian society's struggle with death, disease, and the relentless march of progress. It represents a unique intersection of engineering, social class, and the universal human need for dignified remembrance. Its story reminds us that even in the most bustling, modern cities, there are hidden layers of history, secret passages that once served the most solemn of purposes. It forces us to confront our own mortality and consider how we, as a society, choose to honor our dead. Highgate Cemetery, the Tower of London, the Underground. London is a city built on layers of history, and the Necropolis Railway is one of its most poignant and perhaps most unsettling hidden chapters. But what other secrets does this ancient city hold, waiting to be unearthed? The London Necropolis Railway, a testament to a city's ingenuity and its enduring fascination with the veil between life and death. If you're captivated by the hidden histories of this incredible city, if you crave to uncover more incredible stories that defy explanation and linger in the shadows, then this is your community. Join us. Subscribe to this channel now and hit that bell icon. Don't miss a single one of our weekly expeditions into the unknown. We are here to dig for the truth that lies hidden, waiting to be discovered. So the next time you pass through Waterloo or see an old, forgotten railway line, ask yourself, what unseen journeys once took place here? And what echoes of the past still linger? Do you believe the spirits of London's dead still ride the Necropolis Railway? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, when we dare to uncover another secret that London desperately tries to keep hidden. All aboard, if you dare.